You're already running late. You scoop them up, move toward the car seat, and it starts. They scream like you've done something terrible. You haven't. But understanding why this happens will completely change what you do in the next 3 seconds. And that one window matters more than most parents realize. Here's the fact. Your baby isn't throwing a tantrum. They're running an ancient survival program, one that hasn't updated in 40 million years. Stay with me until point 5, because there's one small thing most parents do in that moment of arching and screaming that actually makes the buckle harder to close and the crying last longer. It takes 2 seconds to fix. But first you need to understand what's actually happening inside your baby's body. 1. The falling alarm. You move them toward the seat, their back goes rigid, every muscle tenses at once. This is called the Moro reflex, your baby's most powerful involuntary response. It activates the moment your baby senses a sudden drop in position, a loss of physical support, or an unexpected change in movement. The brainstem fires before your baby can think. The arms fling wide, the spine arches. The body does everything it can to grab onto something, because as far as the nervous system is concerned, they are falling. The car seat position, flat on the back, arms unsupported, body reclined away from you, hits almost every Moro trigger simultaneously. So when your baby's back goes rigid the moment you lower them down, that's not defiance. That's a reflex older than language, older than parenting advice, older than anything we've invented to help. 2. 40 million years without a car seat. Human infants have been carried against bodies for almost all of human history. Not in seats, not on flat surfaces, on people. For most of that time, being set down flat on your back, unsupported, suspended, was one thing. A predator had you. Your baby's nervous system has not received the update that says car seats are safe. It reads the recline, the loss of your warmth, the absence of your heartbeat, and it sounds every alarm it has. In most babies, the Moro reflex begins fading around 3 to 4 months, though some variation is normal, and the intensity of the car seat protest usually softens with it. That's not a phase to push through. That's millions of years of survival biology doing exactly what it was built to do. 3. The screaming is the work. Every time your baby arcs, screams, and reaches, and then you respond, something important happens inside their developing brain. The prefrontal cortex is barely online in the first months of life. Your baby cannot self-regulate. They cannot calm themselves down. What they can do is signal distress, and then learn from what happens next. When you respond to the protest, with your voice, your touch, your smell, you are not reinforcing bad behavior. You are building the neural architecture of emotional regulation, one response at a time. Don't rush past the screaming. Your presence in that moment is doing biological work. 4. The tighter you hold, the worse it gets. Here's where it gets interesting, and where most parents have it backwards. The instinct when a baby arches away from the car seat is to hold them more firmly, press them down, pin the rigid body into the seat faster, and just get the buckle closed. This is exactly the wrong move. Pressure against an arching body activates more of the Moro response, not less. The tighter you hold, the more the alarm escalates. You and your baby are fighting the same reflex from opposite sides, and the reflex always wins. Most parents assume the screaming is the problem. The rigidity is the problem. The arching is your baby's body trying to fix the problem, and the solution isn't force. 5. The 15-second bridge. This is the part most parents miss, and it's the thing I promised you at the start. Before you lower your baby into the seat, pause. Hold them against your chest for 10 to 15 seconds. Let your heartbeat reach them. Let your smell reach them. Let the nervous system register. I am safe. I am held. Then lower them slowly, still talking, still in contact, keeping one hand on their chest as you reach for the buckle. The chest contact delays the Moro trigger. It signals the brainstem that the fall hasn't happened yet. This doesn't eliminate the protest for every baby, and some variation is completely normal. but in most cases, it shortens the window of distress significantly. Don't lower them and then reach for the buckle. Keep contact until the buckle is almost closed. That's your baby's body asking for a bridge between you and the seat, and you can build one in about 15 seconds. So tonight, when the back arches and the screaming starts, you're not seeing a difficult baby. You're seeing a 40-million-year-old survival system doing its job perfectly. You're seeing a nervous system that hasn't learned yet that the world is safe and is counting on your body to teach it. That 15 seconds of contact before you lower them down isn't a trick. It's a conversation in the only language your baby currently speaks. If this gave you a new way to see what's happening in that car seat moment, share it with a parent who needed to hear it. And if you want to understand more of what your baby is already doing, subscribe to the channel.